it's time to peel back the curtains and get behind the mic. Presented by Preach Entertainment.
Step up, tune in, the spotlight's right. We're taking you behind the mic. Yeah. Behind the mic. Yeah. Got stories to tell, voices that shine. Yeah.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Behind the Mic, where we dig way deep down behind the mic and get into the real lives of our artists. We got a big show planned for you today. We got all kinds of performances, all kinds of interviews. So stay tuned. We're gonna pay a couple of bills and we'll be right back and get behind the mic.
Ready to transform your look? At Dove's Fancy Hair, we specialize in custom wigs for women and a premium beard line for men. From natural to bold, every wig is crafted for comfort, quality, and style. Because confidence starts with how you feel. And for the fellas, keep your beard soft, smooth, and fresh with our exclusive grooming line. Shop now at dovesfancyhair.com. That's dovesfancyhair.com. Where your fancy begins.
All right, everybody, we have a very, very special guest right here on Behind the Mic. He's ATL's own, y'all. He's a manager at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. You might have saw him when you was running through there. He's come from a big, big family, y'all. This guy's talking about he's got over 100 nieces and nephews. Can y'all believe that? He is the youngest of 7 kids. One of the baddest things I've heard about him is he's in over 100 movies and films, 50 of them with speaking roles. But the best part is he's in my movie coming up soon, Better Call Pops, one of my starring actors, the one, the only DeMarcus Jackson.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, sir.
Man, I tell you what, I had to get you by this pool table. You said you ain't never played before, so I'm finna show you how it's done right here.
Okay.
I said, I ain't knocking done it. Ain't that some stuff?
Nah, for real.
I tell you, man. Look here, man. I really appreciate you, being in, the movie Better Call Pops. But let me ask you a question. Now, I know you've been in a lot of projects. As a young actor, what are some of your biggest challenges? Like trying to deal with these movies and navigate this whole system? Because I know sometimes you'll be doing a movie and you got to go to one set to another set and all that. How do you do that?
So I got to on schedule. So got to put my schedule together and stuff like that. But it's a lot, like learning scripts,
Okay.
getting in tune with the character, showing emotion. Like I done did 5 movies, 5 projects in 1 week.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So it's not easy at all. Especially like I got to go by my my work schedule.
Okay.
So
because you also manage at the airport,
exactly.
Right? Uh-huh.
So I work 5 days out of the week, so I can only really act when I'm off.
What are you on? Like a combination of coffee and 5 hours energy? What are you on, man?
Hey,
how do you do it? Like how do you balance these things out?
God. Long you got God, He put the strength in. That's the best thing you can have.
What they say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
For sure.
That's true there, man. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, I know you've been on probably some crazy projects. What's one of the craziest projects you ever worked on? I mean, I'm talking about like you was on this set and you was like, oh, God, what did I sign up for? Lord, help me.
I think I was on this project where, I'm not going to say the name, but it kind of, wasted my time. So when we got on set, we were supposed to be in a car.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we going to shoot, with a camera. We had used all our phones to record, like all our phones and stuff like that. We had downloaded some app, Black Magic, something like that.
Black Magic, that sounds like a porn app. Is that a porn app or something?
Nah, it wasn't on porn.
I was just saying, it kind of sounded like one.
No, so it was like a camera and stuff like that. So he used all our phones in the car and stuff like that because basically the synopsis was we driving and stuff like that, and then we hear a voice out of nowhere, come from nowhere, and then that's when we had did it. But it was like, dang, like it was really crazy. Cause like we using our own phones.
I mean, you know, sometimes what you say we gotta do, baby.
Yeah, but it was just a waste of time because we still didn't even finish the movie.
Wow.
So it was just a waste of time. I left work early. I actually left work early.
So being in those situations like this, like, you know, going into stuff like that, you know, just seeing like the unprofessionalism with it. What keeps you so professional? Because since I've been working with you, you've always been so professional. You're always on time. You have your lines and everything. Like, how do you stay so professional?
Well, again, I work at the airport. I'm a manager. So I've been a manager for 12 years now.
Okay.
At my job currently, I've been at the airport. I've been at this job for 8 months. 8 years.
Okay.
8 years, yeah. So, you know, because I've been a manager, I've been a supervisor, I've been a lead, you know, you gotta learn how to delegate, how to direct, how to navigate, you know, bad situation and turn it to a good situation. For example, like when I first started this company, I was the general manager at this food place.
Uh-huh.
You know, you gotta be professional. Like people gonna talk to you
all
any type of
day,
way. So you gotta learn how to adapt and adjust to people's attitudes, moods. We was open up at 4 o'clock in the morning. These people didn't have no coffee or anything like that. So they used to be unprofessional. So at the end of the day, it ain't about, you know, like if somebody be unprofessional to you, it's not like, you know, nice guys, they say nice guy finna laugh, but it's a good thing to be nice at all times.
So basically you're taking your regular corporate experience and bringing it over to the entertainment experience.
Yeah.
Now, I think that'll take you a long way with that, you know, if you just keep doing what you're doing and everything like that. But let me ask you something. You told me you work at the airport, you acting and all that. I'm sure the ladies want to know, what's your relationship status?
So I'm single because I'm always working.
Hold on. Are you single? Are you just not married single? Which one is it?
No, I'm single.
Single. He's single, ladies. Okay, I'm just telling you right now. Y'all talk about the pool in Atlanta, got some pee in it. He don't look like no pee to me. Y'all better check it out.
For sure.
Yeah, man. But look here, man. Last question for you. As you try to navigate, you know, this acting platform and things like that, what do you see as the biggest barriers of you just making it big like you want to make it?
The biggest barriers sometimes be the people, because like the good thing about it is I done met a lot of people along the way. I done met people like you. I done met people like Crown. So networking is really important to get you where you at, because you never know. It was because I knew Lex is why she called me to be in your movie.
Right.
So if I wouldn't never network with Lex, I wouldn't never been in your movie. I wouldn't never met you.
Big shout out to Lex Love Filming and Thunderline Pictures, y'all.
For sure.
But look here, you got to tell everybody your social media, how to follow you, how to get in touch with you. Let them know right now.
Yeah, so my IG and my TikTok are the same. Is real __ the market. That's real REAL __ that's 2 the market DMARCUS, and my Facebook, the market Real Jack. And you can also check me out on all my movies on Tubi, Exotic, Coincidence, The Last Word, The Plot Thickens, The Lion's Den, To Be Free, Parasite 3, and also on Amazon Prime, Common Sense, and Bullet Rush. And it's more on the way too.
Oh, man, you done been in more movies that I didn't even watch, man, on Tubi. You know what?
So now you...
Hey, I appreciate you coming, man. Hey,
Yes, sir.
I introduced the some and present the others. The one and only DeMarcus Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you one of these shots right quick, boy. Oh, hell, I missed that. I'm trying to show you how to play.
Oh, nice, feeling nice. Take a flight, Southern soul in a glass. All night, corn-fed smooth, yeah. Pour it right, mild select and makes your vibe take flight.
Pour it up. Pour it up.
All right, y'all, we're back from behind the mic with a very special guest. We have a writer and arranger for orchestras and bands all throughout the country, y'all. He's a faithful supporter of Green Forest Missionary Baptist Church. This gentleman is a retired band instructor for DeKalb County Schools. He won Teacher of the Year twice. Now, that's hard to do, especially with them bad kids right now, I tell you. But he helped lead students through several global awards throughout his tenure. He's currently doing his ministry with the saxophone, reaches worldwide, and we're going to have him perform for us later on today. Is that all right?
I'd love to do that.
He's a member of Atlanta's Classic Soulful Symphony Ensemble. Now that's big time.
Yes.
I'm telling you. He's the father of 2 adult sons who runs the Be Health Conscious gym in Scottsdale, Georgia. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You think I can get a free membership?
Maybe I can get you a good
Yeah,
discount.
I get discounts,
How
some
about that?
disabled
Yeah.
veteran
Got
discount.
plenty of packages for you.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
Sir.
but I want to introduce some and present to others. The one and only, Mr. Ricky Green.
Thank you. Thank you, Preach.
Hey, Ricky, I appreciate you coming here. You know, I first heard you at Black Wall Street.
Mhm.
We were doing an event together, you know, for Lex Filming, and you just like played the sax so great, and you know, you kept everybody interested and going. And I was just so impressed with you. I had to have you here on Behind the Mic.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You know, so I really appreciate you coming. But let me ask you something. So, as a seasoned entertainer, you know, you've been in this game for a long time.
hmm
Where are you looking to like go from here? I mean, you've done everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So where are you looking to go from here?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of relaxed right now, but I mean, you know, where I am
Okay.
today, I mean, I love to play my saxophone. I would like to have a particular venue to play at all the time.
Okay.
I still like playing for different events as I'm doing right now. I played for one event this morning, and I just got called for that one yesterday.
Okay.
Then I went there, and I played last night with the CSS Orchestra. It was good, both of them. But anyway, I would like to do some recording if I could.
Okay.
I know it's not a lot of horn players that records in the studio like it used to, but if we can get back to that, I would love to do that.
You know that we were saying the other day, it probably hadn't been an original record been out since the '80s, as far as like all the sounds and the band pieces and stuff like that. So with that being said, like for somebody who does what you do, what are some of the challenges you have to deal with as far as still, you know, getting gigs and you know getting booked, things like that?
Well, I don't really have a challenge of getting booked. A lot of it's about word of mouth. I
Okay.
do have cards. I do have a YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
It's Rick G at GRicky2148. And again, it's Rick G at GRicky2148. YouTube, my YouTube channel.
And please like and subscribe.
Do that, okay? I don't really have a problem. Like I say, it's mostly through word of mouth,
Yeah.
from cards that I pass out to people when I meet them here and there. And I'm kind of comfortable right there, you know. I'm not trying to, you know, be famous or anything like that.
Okay.
But as long as I'm still gigging, I'm fine.
But you know, one thing about music, you touch a lot of people doing your music. You know, you were telling me that you know you've done several events. Like I know you probably do a lot of weddings, birthday parties, things like that. And one
Yes.
thing, you know, about doing those things, you know, you make a person's day special. So how does that feel when you just make a person's day special, and they might see you like just walking in the mall or somewhere, and they come up to you, hey, I remember you did my wedding or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a good feeling that I can make somebody feel good when they're not feeling good. And I do get that a lot. A lot of people say they didn't feel good. They was forced to come out by another friend to hear me, and they glad they did. So if I can make somebody feel good just through playing my music,
Yeah.
you know, then it makes me feel good. You know, I can go home and I can sleep good, you know. Yes.
Well, that's great to hear. You know, you talk about feeling good, but you know, both of us are, you know, what I like to call gentlemen of a certain age.
Yes.
You know, and we've been through a lot of challenges and things like that. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I've been through a lot of hard times in my life. You know, what's one of the hardest times you ever been through in your life?
Oh, wow. You know, yeah. Well, one of the most hardest things, I lost a few people in my lifetime. You know, my dad, my stepdad, my uncles, my grandparents. When I lost my late wife, you know, that was the hardest. You know, it hit me like a ton of bricks, you know. And I just want to be there for my kids as well. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I felt so lost. I really did. I mean, that's my better half, you know, my bone of my bone, my flesh of my flesh. And it took me a while, you know, to really get through it. I mean, even to this day, you know, I still think about it. And I can feel my, on the day of her death, right now my kids and I, we just don't say anything on that day.
Okay.
We know it's there, so we just don't, try to bring it up, But that was one of the toughest challenges in my life.
Yeah,
right
they,
there,
they say, you never really get over it, things like that.
I
But
really haven't.
how are you coping with that, though?
Well, I mean, a little bit better today. It just
Okay.
took a while. I'm better, but I don't think I'm going to ever get over it.
Yeah.
You just can't. I mean, like I said, that's my other half. We've been together since we was 21 years old.
Wow.
And
That's unheard of now, especially with all these dating apps, swipe left, swipe right, all that stuff,
They could use some lesson, really,
Yeah.
believe it or not. But we've been together since we was 21, and we grew. And when I hear certain songs, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut that one off because
Yeah.
it takes me back, and there's a lot of songs, But anyways, I'm like I said, I'm better,
Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure you could give some people some advice how to stay together a long time.
Yeah, well, first of all, be forgiving for one thing.
Be forgiving,
Be
okay.
forgiving, and also be willing to back each other up. I mean, I
Okay.
think sometimes a lot of people are looking for people who already got it. What's wrong with growing together?
Yeah.
I think they would keep you together a lot longer if you grow together, rather than trying to find somebody who already got it. But what do you have? People are going to ask, what do you bring to the table? That's from either side I'm talking
Right.
about. So I mean, grow.
That's
where
good
you are.
advice.
Mhm.
Well, look here. Can you tell us how to find you on social media and what all you have coming up next?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
It's under my name, Ricky Green, and as I said before, my YouTube channel is Rick RIC, capital G, at G Ricky 2148. All right. Yeah.
You heard it right here on Behind the Mic, the one and only Mr. Ricky Green.
I'd like to say one more thing, if I may. You mentioned the Green Forest Missionary Baptist Church. I don't want to ignore my home church, which is the Greater Travelers Rest Baptist Church, House of Hope, under my pastor, Reverend E. Dewey Smith. That is my home church. I'm also associated with Green Forest as well. So, yeah. Shout out to you all, guys.
A true man of God,
Yeah.
Ricky Green.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you once again the world-renowned Mr. Ricky Green. Thank you.
Thunderline Pictures. We handle it all, from pre-production to post, turning your vision into cinematic reality. Thunderline Pictures, where your story hits the big screen.
Hello, everybody. We're right here on Behind the Mic. Very special guest is right here with your man Preach right now. She's originally from Jonesboro, Georgia. Notice she pointed out Jonesboro. She didn't say Atlanta, y'all. She once dominated the basketball court, y'all, as one of the top five female players in the country, y'all. She stands 6'7". I mean, I first met her, I was like, okay, that's a tall tree right there to climb. But you know what? A diagnosis of Marden syndrome changed her life and changed her sight. But what she did, she rebounded. And now she's one of the baddest, when I mean the baddest, spoken word artists that I have ever seen. I introduce some and present to others the one and only Ambition.
What's going on, Preach?
How you doing?
I'm good.
You know I had to get you on the show. You know that,
Sir,
right?
I appreciate that.
Oh, you had me. I first saw you doing your spoken word. I've seen you twice now.
At Vibe.
Right. Well, once was at Vibes,
And
and the
then-
second time was at Black Wall Street.
Yep.
And the first time I saw you at Vibes, like literally, you gave me the chills.
Thank you.
I mean, it was a poem that you did talking about, God and being able to question God, you
Yeah.
know, and it was deep because a lot of people feel like sometimes they want to question God.
Absolutely.
What made you come up with that poem?
Man, just sitting in my room, like watching what's happening in the world. Like, and I'm like, with everything that's happening today,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only person that can answer it for me, because the government ain't doing it. They ain't giving me enough answers. So I just go to God about everything, man, for real, for understanding.
That's a good place to go.
Yes, sir.
So how did you get started from coming from a basketball player to doing spoken word? How did you get into spoken word?
Honestly, like I didn't start writing until I lost my sight.
Okay.
And I tell people all the time, like, maybe it was a hidden talent that just got revealed. My focus was basketball. So, and it was my main focus. That's all I saw. So I was like, I probably had the talent all along and just did not dive into it because of my passion for basketball. So
Gotcha.
like once I lost my sight, I was like, now what? Like, God, now what? And then like he just started like speaking to me in a way that I didn't understand at first.
So it was just really all like up in you before,
Right.
but you had never explored it.
Exactly.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Exactly.
So, like when you first lost your sight, how did you feel?
Man, I was devastated. Like, just imagine being on top of the world, like nationally ranked. Everybody wants you.
Mhm.
Everybody's doing whatever they got to do to get you.
Yeah.
Like life was so great. I had told my parents I was gonna buy them a house wherever I went to school, just everything. And
Mhm.
then at the drop of a dime, like gone.
Things can change just quick.
Just as fast as that. So you're left wondering, like, not only can I never play basketball again, I can't see it either.
Mm-hmm.
I can never see my loved ones again, like, physically see the people that I love, and the person who did this to me has still not been held responsible. So
Wow.
all that, it was just devastating.
So you said they hadn't been held responsible. What
Yeah.
I mean, you
Um,
want
I-
to expound on that?
Yeah, I don't mind. I actually lost my sight in a surgery. So it was a doctor that did it. So he didn't take responsibility and he hasn't been held responsible.
That's crazy. I mean, I know it's probably a lot of challenges, with you losing your sight, but
Absolutely.
I tell you, I see you like overcoming so much stuff, like
Yes.
just overcoming them challenges. And I was talking to you the other day. You were telling me you also produce music.
Yeah, I got my own studio, located in Hampton. I just got it built like an official studio. We got the booth, we got everything. We got everything needed. So yeah, I'm about to go live with it actually
Okay.
this week.
That's amazing. Now,
Yeah.
so you got a studio. So
Yeah.
can I come sing some hooks or something?
Absolutely.
You know?
We're gonna collaborate
Okay,
for
I'm
sure.
just saying,
Yeah.
I used to sing, back up in the church choir,
All
So,
right. How far back though?
I'm just saying, like
How
I said,
far?
back up in the church choir. That's
Okay.
all I'm gonna tell you,
Okay.
But look here, I know you're in hot demand. What do you have coming up?
As far as my engineering, like my studio again, we about to go live. Like I've been working with artists, but just artists that I was already working with. So now I'm about to actually like release it to the public. So if
Okay.
you're an artist out there and you need somewhere to record, studio, hit me up anytime.
Okay, well, let
Um,
them know how to find you.
Instagram and TikTok, my name is Blinded by Ambition. And on Facebook, Jasmine Duffy, Duffy spelled Duffey.
I tell you, folks, a very incredible story, a very incredible woman. And introduce the some and present the others, the one and only Ambition.
Yes, sir. Dear God, I first want to start this prayer off by just simply asking you for grace. Because right now I'm vulnerable, coming to you in my rawest form, so I apologize in advance for anything wrong that I may say. I heard that God is love and love is God. If this is true, God, why is it that my heart feels this way? I mean, I never expected life to be easy, but then again, no one ever told me it would be this way. Now I'm standing here with just a mustard seed of faith. So now that it's just me and you, God, I apologize in advance about my aggression, but God, I got questions. Because see, I understand that with life comes death and with death comes you. But if you knew of this, why would you allow us to associate death with pain instead of comfort? Why is it so easy for humans to allow the perception of time to be altered? Why would you bless us with so many beautiful souls just to come and take them back from us, God? Why is everything we do in life associated with a clock when not even this world is timeless, God? I got questions. Like, why can't we all be granted the luxury of a Last Supper? Now, hear me out, because in no way am I comparing any of us to Jesus, but according to the Bible, you are our Father, therefore we too are your children. So again, Father, let me just apologize about my aggression. It's not you that I'm second guessing, and I know the Bible tells us to not lean on our own understanding, but even knowing all that, it's just something about death that just brings certain questions, God. It's just something about death that just brings certain emotions, God. It's just something about death that just brings certain realizations. Like, although death is a stranger that one day we will all meet to get the glory, it still hit a little different when it come without warning. I'm affected, God. I'm mourning. You took another one of my heroes without warning, and now all I have left is faded memories and a lingering thought about what it was I would have said if, like the Last Supper, I'd have been granted one last moment. Maybe I should shut my heart off from love so that it don't hurt so bad when I lose them. Or maybe I should just learn to toughen up so that it don't hurt so bad when I lose them. But maybe I should just give up on it not hurting so bad when I lose them. Or maybe you can just give us a better understanding on why it is we have to lose them. And God, if we absolutely have to lose them, why it gotta happen so tragically? I mean, plane and car crashes, school shootings, cancer, domestic violence, and let's not forget about the ones that was murdered by the cops. Rest in peace to Sonia Massey. Where were you when all this was happening? I'm confused and in need of understanding. If you can hear me, God, please send the answer. And I hope that it doesn't bother you, Father, that I have more questions. Like, if our steps are really ordered, why are so many of your children confused about their life's purpose? God, why you let these ICE agents come and deport people off of some stolen land when the real immigrants are the ones that's doing all the deporting? Why is it that the worst part about betrayal is that it always seemed to come from my loved ones? And God, why is it that if I retaliate, that wouldn't be of God, but no one said nothing to them when I was the one they was hurting? Don't leave yet, God. I got more questions. Like, how can being a convicted felon take away your right to vote, but don't take away your right to run a nation? Why is it that so many people who once fought for our country now take up half the homeless population? I mean, is it just me, or are Black people the only ones who have yet to receive reparation? And God, I'll never stop asking, how can I come from a God and not be one if I was made in your creation? Look, Father, I feel like I've taken up enough of your time. But my final question before you go is, if life is such a precious gift, why do we all start our lives off crying? Please answer me.
Our next guest is all the way from London, England. He's known on the music platforms by GLND, and that stands for OG London, just in case you were wondering. He now resides in Atlanta, Georgia. He's a member of the Murder Gang Music Group. That sounds dangerous right there. He's bringing his favorite song to perform for us later, y'all. It's entitled Loyal. He's going to be bringing it to us live and uninterrupted, preach style. He also brings a whole mix of different music styles that you'll be hearing about if you go to his platform. I bring to you the one and only G London.
Thank you, Preach. Thank you for having me on the platform.
You know, I appreciate you coming. You know, I'm trying to get on one of your songs. You know, that's really why I brought you on here, just to tell you the truth. But one of my favorite songs, and you're going to perform that later, is entitled Loyal and everything. But, you know, you got plenty of different tracks out. How did you originally get started in the music industry?
I can't really say I got started out. It was more like a family thing, you know, me and my brothers and my sisters, just as kids, singing around the house. My dad always used to play music, driving in the car with us. So it was just something we try to emulate and, you know, be like Michael Jackson and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're there like Joe Jackson?
Nah, yeah, he was Joe Jackson, but not musically.
Okay.
But yeah, it was more like the music thing. We just kind of liked singing and performing and just listening to my dad playing these musics and stuff. You know, we kind of generated to create our own image and into artistry. And
So-
I think that's how it started for me.
So you talk a lot about your dad. Is that the one that kind of really motivated you to get into music?
Nah, but I guess because you know, just as a kid, you riding in a car, it's the man
Yeah.
you look up to, and he's playing these music. So you know, it inspires you, and you watching these little shows, and you see people performing, and you know, I think it was just in me,
Gotcha.
just to try to, you know.
So as you're on this music journey, how long you been doing it?
I've been singing since I was a kid, but I really got serious probably at the age of 14, 15.
14, 15?
When I used to not go to school and go to the studio instead
Okay.
and stuff like that, yeah.
So what motivates you to like keep this up?
Day to day, and I kind of find relief in writing and just I don't know. It just sometimes when I do it, it's like a relief. you
So
know?
is it like a therapy for you?
Yes,
Is it-
yeah, that's the word
Okay,
I'm looking
yeah,
for.
it's kind of
more
like a therapy for
yeah,
you.
you know.
So is it kind of one of those situations where you turn around and like you could be going through something and you could sit down and maybe write a song or something off of the pain? Is that how it works?
I could, and when I do that, it's more easier. But when I try to force it, it's not
Okay.
there. So it's something that just has to just erupt inside of me, and I just knock it out.
So like the song Loyal has some very interesting lyrics. Where did those lyrics come from?
Just a lonely man who would really want something, and the day and age that we're living in is kind of like it's like a needle in a haystack trying to tell a girl that. So
Okay.
you try to keep it as formal and as simple as possible, and I think that's what I kind of like delved into when I was writing the records.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a song like I would say it's kind of like a soliloquy to a man to a woman, but also for a woman just kind of actually hearing what she wants to hear from a man.
Right.
You know, those are the interesting things about it. Now, in this music journey, you know, I know it's a lot of roadblocks and things you run into. What are some of the roadblocks you run into that really, you know, challenge you?
Um, it's so many. You could run into your financial roadblocks where you can't get ahead, and well, with me, I ran into financial roadblocks, of course, and also I dealt with near-death situation. I got shot 2022.
Okay.
You know, February 4th, 10 days before my birthday, and that kind of stopped me from recording for a while. I had to learn how to walk and you know, get my mind back right. I think it was a time for God to sit me down and you know, kind of like, you know, slow you down and get you on the right path.
So that was like I mean, that's a near death situation. Like you could have met your maker. Like, how did you feel coming back from that?
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. Coming back from that, and especially when you see the certain things you see, there's a dark side, and you know, a lot of people don't believe it. But when you get through that and you come back, you know that you have a purpose. You don't really know it off the top, you know. You just know that you're back alive and you happy and you just delve in that. And sometimes you get mad and you ask God why he didn't take you when he had a chance to, and then you realize it's a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So you try to find the balance. But one thing you got to do is mostly be obedient in life. That's just all God wants from you.
And that's really all you could do.
Yeah, just be obedient.
Is be obedient and your purpose will come to fruition.
Yeah.
Now look here, you got to tell me, I know you've been in this game for a while. You got to tell me one of them crazy stories from being in the studio in the music industry.
Oh, like okay, in the game?
I know you got some. You don't have to call the names.
No. My most craziest was till today was you know, singing in a cypher with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I always tell that story, and it happened with me and my friends back in London. You know, it was like, yo, let's go out tonight. And I wasn't in the mood, and I finally went out. And my friend was DJing at the club, and he said, I got a surprise for you tonight. And I'm like, man, whatever. And I got guests coming through, and you know, about 30 minutes later, these guys come walking through the door, and it's R. Kelly and his crew.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's here to promote the song "You Remind Me of My Jeep." So we get the little cipher. They call him to the booth, and you know, cipher goes on an instrumental. The man starts rapping. The DJ, the Ill Kids. Let me give him a shout out. Ill Kids in London. That was back then. You know what I'm saying? And they start rapping, and they pass the mic to R. Kelly. R. Kelly started rapping. They pass the mic back to the Ill Kids. Pass it back to R. Kelly, and now R. Kelly passed it right to me because I was standing right on his right-hand side. And, you know, it was a moment of truth.
It was a moment.
A moment of truth. And at the time, I wasn't sure of my artistry. So I wanted to be a rapper. I didn't know if I wanted to be a singer, you know what I'm saying? So I started off rapping. I think the first 2 bars was like, nah, don't do it. So I just started singing. And I think that's when I caught the crowd because I heard the crowd just move. I was like, okay, I got it. I pass the mic back to him. He sings, and he passed it back to me. And that was just the moment.
It was a moment,
yeah.
huh? Did you guys go for like an after party or anything?
Yeah, I got informations and stuff.
Really?
You know, you got to remember, we're not dealing with high technology back then. You have to get phone numbers and send addresses out and contact them. And you know,
but how was the after party?
Oh, the after party was great,
really?
Of course.
But nobody got peed on. Nobody got peed on at the after party.
No, it wasn't.
Nobody got
that.
peed on that party.
I never heard it.
I'm gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, it was more talented stuff, and you know, it's just promotional stuff. You know, it was actually for AIDS, HIV awareness.
Gotcha.
So he was there doing something positive.
Guys, look here, G. You got to tell us what you got coming up.
Well, right now, we're working on a movie. That too. But we're working on Loyal, which is the single that I got right now that's going out. You can find it on all platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. Type in GLND, Loyal, and it should pop up. We're going to shoot a video for that. Got another song named Forever, which is an old record, which is kind of deep, and they kind of like it. And I'm working on that. And you can find other songs that I have on the platforms like Catching Feelings, Take It or Leave It, Toxic. You know, you can catch them on all. Yeah.
Give them your social
so
they can make sure they follow you.
GLND MGMG. Nah, that's GLND 89 on TikTok. And you can find me on G London MGMG on Instagram.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming. Can you come perform that song for me? I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you. The one and only G London, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, exclusively right here on Behind the Mic, the one and only G London.
For your love I go beg, 'cause I think it's you. You're the one I want, you're the one I need. For your love I go climb the mountains, swim the seas, just to be with you. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. The way that you're loving me, the way that you're kissing me. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. For your love I got promise, 'cause I will risk it all. As long as you love you, love you, love you. As long as you love you, oh, ah, oh, ah, I gon' love you. As long as you love you, love you, love you. As long as you love you, oh, ah, oh, ah, I gon' love you. As long as you love you, I'll give you all my cars and all my jewelry. I sacrifice my love 'cause it's unruly. In the back of my mind, girl, I'm ready to settle down with you. I buy you that house that you want. I keep my promise with you. Girl, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Need your love, your love, your love, your love, your love. I did beg for your love 'cause you understand. You're the only one that I understand. I can tell right now you're my number one. Yeah, yeah. Me not want, me not call, me not chase, me not waste time with them other girls. Them not compare to you, them not come close to you. Keep temptation away. Baba God, please tell them. Me not want, me not call, me not chase. I gon' keep my promises. I gon' share my jewelries. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah. I gon' share everything. Name it, any car, any bling. Hey. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah. As long as you love you, love you, love you. As long as you love you, oh, ah, oh, ah, I gon' love you. As long as you love you, love you, love you. As long as you love you, oh, ah, oh, ah, I gon' love you. As long as you love you, love you, love you, love you.
All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for those church announcements with Preach. That's right. Brought to you by our sponsor, Mild Select Vodka. Y'all ready for these church announcements?
Go for it.
All right, the first announcement is coming from the Deacon Board.
Oh my.
The Deacon Board is talking about all these women coming into church with excessively tight clothing. The question is, how do you feel about people coming into church that aren't appropriately dressed?
They say come as you are.
Okay, but what does that mean, though?
Let's
I
just be
mean,
modest.
are we coming in like we working at Magic City? What are we doing? Like,
Stop trying to entice the pastor.
Well, you know, coming as you are, I mean, I think people take that out of content. It doesn't mean if you are coming in your birthday suit to walk into church that way, okay? No, it means as you are as a person, okay?
Right.
When you come into the house of the Lord, you should be presentable as much as possible, okay?
Well,
I just think just be modest. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have fancy clothes or the appropriate stuff to wear, but you can find something to come to church and just be respectful
Yes,
when you walk.
exactly.
well, the thing is that I'm gonna straighten it out so it can be straightened out for all time. The original meaning of "come as you are" means come as you are in spirit, come as
Yes.
you are in your heart.
Yes.
In other words, you don't have to be cleaned up to come into the house of the Lord. Okay, so that's what that means. So people have turned it, around, flipped it upside down through the years,
Yeah.
but that's really the original meaning of it.
Right.
And talk about
Exactly.
come as you are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Preach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one more announcement.
Okay.
This one is from the Assistant Pastor Jenkins.
No.
He is talking about, due to the government shutdown and cutting off the EBT, the tithes have gone down.
Well.
So the question I have for you is, should you be required to still contribute tithes if you're unemployed, if you're going through a rough time?
Well, remember it says 10% of your talent and your earnings. So if you're earning less, you get 10% of that, whatever that is. If you don't have anything, you have talent.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have time.
And time. Yes.
Right. I say bring it down to 3.5%. And we'll work the rest out.
And if I don't have a job, 1% pastor.
You already know. Either way, just give what
Work
you
with
can.
me.
Yeah, work with you.
LG is making so much money now. His 10%, he like the cover charge too high to go to church. I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, do what you gotta do right then.
Well, the funny thing about it though is that the original way tithing was supposed to be for landowners and cattle owners. Okay, so in order to be a tither, you had to own at least 10 cattle to contribute one of them. Correct? In order to contribute from the land, you had to wait till the harvest and give 10% of your income. So basically, anybody who was a landowner or a cattle owner was considered wealthy at that time. So they would bring the tithes into the storehouse for the poor. It was never intended for you to be bringing 10% of your income.
Actual money.
I'm just telling you.
Wow.
It might not be popular, but it's in the Bible and it's true.
Wow.
So I think Assistant Pastor Jenkins might have a little problem here. I'm telling you, because priest don't bring it to you real fast. I'm just telling you. Maybe it's this Miles Select vodka that's got you. I don't know. But look here, we got to have a toast to Miles Select, y'all.
Miles Select. All right.
Cool.
All right.
We're about to leave you right here behind the mic. We appreciate you coming. Thanks to all my special guests that was in the house. See you next week.
All right.
Where the magic